And that's how we want to be with all our past experiences. Just recognize them and let them go. Please, make a list of all the things you are willing to let go of. As you write the list, notice your reactions. And when you finish this list of all the things you're willing to let go of, come back to me. How is your body reacting to the things you said you were willing to release? What will you have to change? What will you have to choose to believe in order to let these old limitations go? Are you willing? How willing? Notice if there is any resistance in your body. Awareness is a key to change. Forgiveness is a major area to work on. Forgiveness opens the doorway to our love and joy. Forgiveness of ourselves and forgiveness of them. The Course in Miracles stresses that forgiveness is the answer to every problem. If we are stuck in any area, we need to forgive. If we have regret or sadness or fear or guilt or blame or anger or resentment or a desire for revenge, all these come from unforgiveness. I repeat again, love is the answer to every problem, and the doorway to love, the pathway, is through forgiveness. There's a wonderful old Emmett Fox exercise for releasing and dissolving resentment that I would like to do with you now. Just close your eyes for a few moments. Allow yourself to visualize or imagine in front of you a small stage. And on that stage, place the person you resent the most. Whoever comes to mind, it could be past or present, living or dead. Allow yourself to see this person clearly. And when you do, see good things happening to this person, things that would be meaningful to them, and see them smiling and happy. And be aware that you have just dissolved a large chunk of resentment from within yourself. Now, I like to add one step to his exercise. Take that person off the stage and put yourself there and see good things happening to you. See yourself smiling and happy. And be aware that the abundance of the universe is available to all of us. You could do this exercise daily for a while, and then do it at least once a week. It is a lifetime exercise, for there is always more clearing and releasing for us to do. Open your eyes. There are many ways to approach forgiveness. In this exercise, I'd like you to use a mirror or work with a partner. And I want you to say, the person I need to forgive is, and I forgive you for. The person I need to forgive is, and I forgive you for. And then work with whoever comes to mind. And as you do this exercise for 5 or 10 minutes, the same person may come up over and over again, or it may be a different person each time. If you can, keep doing the exercise until you've gone through everyone you can think of. If you're working with a partner, have them say to you each time, "Thank you, and I set you free. Thank you, and I set you free." Search in your heart for injustices that you still carry, and forgive and let them go. When you have forgiven other people, begin to forgive yourself. Say, "I forgive myself for," and do this out loud if you can, remembering all the things you want to unburden yourself of. I forgive myself for. Do these forgiveness exercises at least once a week, using a mirror if you don't have a partner. It gets the rubbish out. It's like emptying the trash. You get to feel so much better when it's over. Some people and events will be easy to let go of, and some will be like chipping away at a piece of granite and will take time. It doesn't matter. Do the best you can. In time, even granite will dissolve. The work you are doing on yourself is not a goal, it's a process, a lifetime process. Enjoy the process and notice that as you continue the work, your life gets better. Let's see what we can do to release some of the stuff we all carry about our parents. We're going to play a little music and do a special visualization. Get comfortable, close your eyes, and really relax. Begin to visualize yourself as a little child of 5 or 6, and look deeply into this little child's eyes. See the longing that is there, and realize that there is only one thing this little child wants from you, and that is love. So reach out your arms and embrace this child. Hold it with love and tenderness. Tell it how much you love it, how much you care. Admire everything about this child and say that it's okay to make mistakes while it learns, and promise that you will always be there no matter what. Now let this little child get very small till it's just the size to fit into your heart, and put it there. So whenever you look down, you can see this little face looking up at you, and you can give it lots of love. Now visualize your mother as a little girl of 4 or 5, frightened and looking for love and not knowing where to find it. Reach out your arms and hold this little girl and tell her how much you love her, how much you care. Let her know she can rely on you to always be there, no matter what. And when she quiets down and begins to feel safe, let her get very small till she's just the size to fit into your heart, and put her there with your own little child, and let them give each other lots of love. Now imagine your father as a little boy of 3 or 4, frightened, crying, and looking for love. See the tears rolling down his little face as he doesn't know where to turn. You have become good at comforting frightened little children, so reach out your arms and hold his trembling little body. Comfort him, croon to him. Let him feel how much you love him. Let him feel that you will always be there for him. And when his tears are dry, and you feel the love and the peace in his little body, let him get very small, just the size to fit into your heart, and put him there. So those 3 little children can give each other lots of love, and you can love them all. There is so much love in your heart that you could heal the entire planet. Just for now, let's use this love to heal you. Feel a warmth beginning to glow in your heart center, a softness, a gentleness, and let this feeling begin to change the way you think and feel about yourself. You are love. You are worth loving. Know that. And when it feels comfortable, come back to the room. Now is the time to build new thought patterns to replace the old thinking. Old thinking goes something like this. I don't want to be old. I don't want to be fat. I don't want this job. I don't want this lover. I don't want this house. We have been taught to fight the negative, thinking that by fighting the negative, the positive will automatically come. It doesn't work that way. How often have you lamented something? Did it get you what you really wanted? The more we dwell on what we don't want, the more we will get it. Things that you disliked about yourself in the past are probably still with you. What you put your attention on grows, so let's put our attention on what we really want. Concentrate on what you do want to have or be. Turn all your thoughts into positive affirmations. Learn to think this way. Take I don't want and turn it into I am or I have. I hate my job gets you nowhere except stuck in that job. I now accept a wonderful new job will begin to open channels in your consciousness and in the universe to bring a new and better position your way. Bless what you have with love and release it. Then affirm what you want in positive ways. Don't put your affirmation in the future. Work in present tense. Instead of saying, I'm going to have or I want to have, say, I have or I am. Always be in the now. I am eternally young. I have a slender body. I now accept a new job. I have a wonderful relationship. I see myself moving into a beautiful new home. These affirmations give your subconscious mind something to work on in the now. Love yourself in the now. Forgive yourself in the past. Love yourself in the now. You will find if you practice this, it will be like having a magic wand to work with. Your whole life will transform. And when you love yourself, you get to feel good too. You can't really love yourself without self-approval and self-acceptance. This means no criticism of yourself whatsoever. I can hear the objections immediately. That's just the old mind doing its chatter. Go beyond it. Say to your mind, thank you for sharing. Now, pick up the mirror again, and looking into your eyes, say to yourself, I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. Is it a little easier to say it now that we've done the other exercises, or is it still difficult? This is the main issue to concentrate on. If it's easier to say now, keep going. It'll become a real pleasure, and your life will improve all the time. If it's still difficult to admit love for yourself, then practice. Remember the thumbs. Looking into the mirror 3 or 4 times a day and just saying, I love you, I really, really love you, will work miracles in your life. I remember when my own denial of my good was so strong that I used to loathe looking at myself. Sometimes I used to be so angry I would even slap my own face. And now I look back at those times and see how foolish that was, and I forgive myself. But in those days, my belief in my own lack and limitations was stronger than anything anyone could say to the contrary. My early childhood gave me many opportunities to create self-loathing. When I was 18 months, my parents divorced and I was put into a series of foster homes. And when I was 5, I was raped by a neighbor. And then my mother remarried and my stepfather both battered and abused me. And these were also the Depression days, and there was no money. And by the time I left home at 15, I had a really poor self-image of myself and many heavy negative beliefs to overcome. And it all took time to change. If someone would say to me, I love you, my first reaction would be, why? What could you possibly see in me? Or my other thought would be, if they only knew, they wouldn't love me. And it took quite some time and much work for me to develop a peaceful, loving relationship with myself. And I'm still improving it. This is a lifetime process. We begin by getting the boulders out of the way, and then we progress to the smaller issues. Begin to look for small things you can approve of in yourself. That's what I did. In the beginning, when I found it difficult to see anything good about myself that I could approve of, I started with my fingernails and my ears. And then I went to some of my internal organs. It's pretty hard to be angry at your liver. Begin to find things that you can approve of. Begin to love yourself.